Hi everyone, Shweta back here with this week's mini lesson video. Continuing on from our series over the last two sessions on different ways of saying no in the workplace. Now, before I start, apologies that I couldn't record a video last week, had a lot going on, and the live stream that I did with my friend Coralie took it out of me, admittedly. So, anyway, we're back with a bang now. And this is going to be the final video that sort of wraps up everything we've talked about so far on how to effectively say no to requests in the workplace. And moving on from here, I'm going to talk about other different aspects of communication in the healthcare space when you are a professional working closely with patients. So you'll explore different angles of that in upcoming videos. But for today, we're going to wrap up how to say no effectively in a verbal sense in the workplace setting when you get a request. So now, when you're in a situation where you have to say verbally, so someone comes to you and makes a request about if you can do this or that for at work or for a colleague or for a patient or whatever it is, you don't have the luxury this time of thinking through and coming up with an adequate response. You have to sort of, you're put on the spot and you have to answer then and there. And that can be awkward and uncomfortable a lot of times. But as I've always mentioned, it is okay and it is valid to say no, whatever the reason may be. Now, to make the process a little bit easier, these are some things that you should definitely do, or these are some phrases that you could use when you're having to say no to a request at the workplace. So, the first thing that you should say, or you can say, is, I appreciate you reaching out to me, or I appreciate you thinking of me, or realizing that I would be able to do this task that you request of me. So, sort of show your appreciation or gratitude for the person who's come to you. Uh, that's the first thing. Secondly, go into becoming more specific and saying that I'm not in a position to do what you requested of me, or I'm not able to do what you requested of me this time. Number three, if you consider this valid, and in 90% of cases, it will be required for you to give a reason. And that could go in any direction. You could say, I'm not available at this time, or I'm busy doing something else, whether it's work related or something related to your family, whatever the reason may be, or I'm away that day, I'm on vacation, whatever the reason is. So, but again, you don't have to give a long-winded explanation, just keep it very brief and succinct. Or say that you have other matters that you have to attend to. Whatever the reason is, just keep it very short, sharp, and succinct. And number four, offer alternatives to them. So tell them what you can do instead of what they originally requested of you, or do the original request at another time. So you can say to them, okay, I'm not able to do this for you, but I can do something else. So another task just during that time or whenever I become available. Or you say to them that the original request that you came to me with, I'm happy to do that at another time. So next week or in a couple of days' time. So as an example, so say for example, you are in the workplace and you are busy with with a client, you're talking to them, and you get a request on the phone saying that oh, there's someone who needs to talk to you urgently, a patient or another doctor or anyone in the healthcare space. You just say to them that I appreciate them coming to me or you coming to me. I'm not able to fulfill fulfill your request at this point because I'm with a client or I'm busy, I'm not available at this stage. I'm happy to ring back once I'm finished at this time. So that's a very simple example of how you can effectively say no. And when you're doing so, a big tip that I would give is that obviously, whether it's when you have a face-to-face interaction, look them in the eye. And uh, I would also recommend not nodding your head because that sort of shows that you are a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit awkward. When you say no, it has to be as effective as and with as much conviction as when you say yes. So, so you should not be shying away or withdrawing in your body language. You have to do it with confidence and with conviction. And the number one tip I would give is do not establish eye contact and do not shy away from it. So that sort of wraps up our saying no in the workplace series. Next week onwards, there will be another aspect of communication in the healthcare space with amongst professionals and patients, which we will explore in a series of videos after this. Just a reminder, I am Shweta, and I am a communications coach for healthcare professionals who work in the ESL space, who work closely with patients, and would like to improve their speaking, language, and communication skills in order to build better relationships with their patients, clients, and colleagues in the workplace. Thank you for sticking around with me all this while, and stay tuned for next week's forthcoming week's themes of videos on workplace communication. Thank you. Have a great day. Cheers.